The Cornhuskers will kick this away to start us off. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Offense moving to a bunch formation. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught quickly. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Just ran away from the defense.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And now the try here for the extra point. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. It's a shotgun run call. And it's good for a first down at the 36.
Boy, Chris, this back is so talented. Picks up another first down. The Nebraska faithful love to see the ball in his hands, just like they love to see the backs over the years. Think about T.O., Tom Osborne, when he had the backs going, Mike Rozier and Lawrence Phillips and Amon Green, Roger Craig going way back. More recently, Amir Abdullah, Rex Burkhead. Boy, oh boy, they've had some fun backs to watch.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. But, man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
Quick completion to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Looking to throw. It's Wyola. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Caught, completion. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pass rush closing in. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. It's going to bring up second down.
This quarterback didn't have much time at all. I thought it was going to be an easy sack for the defense, but he shows you his strength and his athletic ability and instincts to be able to pull out of that, somehow avoid the sack and get rid of the ball.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Get set.
Makes a quick grab. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
NC State now operating in the red zone. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
You know, when the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, NC State.
Well, I just love to see an offense finish off a drive. You get inside that 5-yard line, you've got to be able to pound the ball to the goal line and into the end zone. Great job to finish it off.
Good job dealing with the footing. BAT is good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Excellent protection all day to throw. Brings it now to the left. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
The quarterback had no threat of pressure at all, and that's why he's able to complete this deep pass. Great call, too, by the offensive coordinator.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The pocket breaking down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The Cornhuskers looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Catch made on the left side, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Pressure is coming. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. They still cannot stop this receiver. We're here in the first quarter. He's already got 100-plus receiving yards.
This guy is big time and living up to the hype. I mean, you and I both knew coming in that they had to be able to slow him down. Who expected this guy to have over 100 yards receiving in the first quarter?
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, NC State 14, Nebraska 0.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw it on first down. It's a short completion to the tight end. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Now, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Breaks free. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped, but a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
NC State needs to convert this fourth down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's got it. Enough for a first down. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this fourth down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Taking a shot here. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
NC State lines up 1st and goal. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. 1st and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Wolfpack. This offense cannot be stopped. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
NC State 21, Nebraska 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Remember last time, looked for it on 4th down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
I mean, you don't see this very often. They just pressured the quarterback, and did you see how many guys that were rushing him? 3. You have 8 guys in coverage, and you can get that kind of pressure on a quarterback with 3 rushing.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And they heave it deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And the freshman able to get home with the sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Extending the play now. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Well, the offense failed earlier in a 4th down attempt. They'll try it again here. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Contact as he let the ball go. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? They're going to run it. Breaking free at midfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
On the double.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
Get set. Get set.
Testing the right side here. The spin move. Eventually taken down, but how about the spin move that earned him first down yardage?
Hey, when it's your day, it's your day. This offense, and especially this running back, enjoying a monster day, putting up huge numbers and having a nice, big, comfortable lead.
Ready?
NC State has moved into the red zone.
Lizzie. Down.
Ball handed off. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, it's the consistency in his back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's third touchdown. Give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. He's going for a big play downfield. Trying to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's on the run, launches deep. Catch is made, room to run here. 4 set of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Well, all that work you put in the summer with the receivers and the quarterbacks, this is where it pays off. This is where that trust really can play out. This receiver lines up on the right side of the formation, works all the way across, and the quarterback almost could close his eyes, knows exactly where his man will be, and puts it right on the money.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Defense is coming after him. The pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
So on 2nd down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. You missed it. Field goal, no good. And the score remains very lopsided. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. NC State will kick it off to start the second half.
Set to kick this one.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. So the offense calls a timeout here.